So here are a few boxes. These boxes were the packages that I received when I ordered something on Amazon from almost about 5 6 years, or maybe even before that. I have learnt the art of reusing few things at home. So let me show you what I have done to those cardboard boxes. So this, you can see, is a cutout from an invitation. These are some nice lace from my mother's stitching lot, and this is a gift wrapper. It's this plain paper. So this box has an opening on top. uh, I have kept some color pencils in this, so hence the colors that goes along. So this is the first box that I made. You can see that I have used the same gift wrapper here also. I have added a few of these, what's this called, um, glittery stickers or rhinestones from my mother's art set. So I have used this tape that she uses to stitch clothes and all that, some more rhinestones. So in this particular box I have created a few partitions so that I have kept my gouache paints in this, and you can see here that there's a partition to keep anything. Basically I wanted to make a jewel box out of this, but I ended up keeping my paints. I had this small plastic throwaway things that I received from the Ferrero Rocher chocolates that I had ordered as gift for my family. So I reuse these plastics to make pellet out of it, so I can have quick color mixing pellets and probably even throw away if it gets way too dirty. However, gouache paints is water medium paints, and you can always wash these pellets and reuse them. So this is my gouache box that I have made, and the idea is that, let me show this to you. So basically I don't have any medium to take videos and all that, so I have to do this myself and show you the video also. However, the idea was to have a velcro here so that I could hold this part of the box neatly with the velcro. So I have designed this with the tapes, the lace that we use in our clothes all over. So this one is a box that we get for all out liquid. So what I have done here is, of course this is a different cardboard piece. I have nicely draped it with color papers, and here I have made a mixture. I just made this so you can see the glue all over. So here I have used colors sheets of different colors so that there is some uniqueness in color coding and combinations. And this is my old sari that I have used. This idea was given to me by my husband, and I thoroughly enjoyed doing this artwork because I could reuse my old and my dear favorite sari. You can see that it has been aged and torn, and I was very sad to throw it away, so now I could put it to some use. So I plucked this out of one of those plastic creepers at home and made it look so beautiful. So my art teacher always told me what is important is how neatly you complete the piece of art that you began. We always start something with lot of interest, but we lose our interest midway through and we leave it there and we don't proceed. So this particular project was to bring certain quality of neatness in my life, to understand color coding, color paletting, and to look at certain areas of life which we don't really look. For example, what is the need to make this bold in the bottom? What is the need to make this bold in the bottom? So there were many such thoughts that crawled up my mind as and when I was doing this particular piece of art. So this is another box. So based on the similar concept, I have done this box. Here I have used green paper. Although this looks like cloth, this is not a cloth, this is a paper. And the same sari, I have made a board which will just hold the piece of cloth inside so that it sits firmly. And I have made this so that I can remove this at any point. Right now it's a little difficult to remove it, but that's the idea. So I have used some macrame threads here, and again the same lot of flowers and the lace that has come of use to make this beautiful piece of box. Now you can always contemplate saying that, buying a new box is as expensive as reusing this, but the idea here is not to debate about whether you buy something and it is good or whether you reuse something and it is good. You cannot pay for the time, for the amount of things that this art brought to you. Like, for example, it enhanced my concentration span, it made me focused on my work, it helped me choose the different things and see the amalgamation of all the things coming together. I could never think of using a lace and making this look all more ethnic in nature. This kind of neatness, it trained my mind to have patience with just a cardboard box and the glitter sheets, how I could use it, the handmade sheets that I had. All these were cut papers that I have actually made a nice design, and they are all wastages. It's not like, okay, I bought a new set of sheet to make this whole thing happen. So yeah, so this is another box that I made. So when I stayed in my mother's house for a short duration, I didn't have a lot of my art particles or articles around me. So there was this box of vegetable chopper that she had, and she gave me some newspapers and some acrylic colors. So what did I do? You can see this newspaper had nice Ramayana writings. So I thought, let me make some collages out of this. So I cut some random sheets of paper, painted the sheets, and whatever is in the newspaper, I kind of stuck it like that. So I made some combinations of colors here, and picked up some interesting things from the cutouts, and made it little more meaningful in nature. So you can see the country, the cutouts, and so basically the story that was there in this was about Sri Ram. It was Ramayan, and a lot of hatred towards Lanka and the war and all that. I kind of wanted to depict it with the rage of the bhakti that we have towards the different happenings of the Devata Kul, the Asur Kul, and all that. So that was the purpose of this thing. And of course, a beautiful princess, her femininity, and all those aspects. So these are some random cutout sheets, throwaway sheets that I painted to make this, the bloodshed and all that. So that was the idea of this. So in this I kept my watercolor sets. You may wonder how come she has so many things, and why would you spend so much money on all these things. So I do run an art class, and many of my students many times fail to have their own art kit. I do lend them my own set so that they can make something more creative, meaningful out of what I have. So Samudra Manthan is what I believe in, churning out what is the uniqueness inside you. So this particular box is yet to be completed. I am supposed to be doing the inner parts of this and making this complete. So this is another set. So another box here, you can see, I don't remember, this was a very old box that I got, and I had this sheet. Basically it was a full set of gift sheets that I had received, and it was quite difficult to stick these because it just comes out, you can see, like this, isn't it? So I put some rhinestones here, and this macrame thread, one roll of thread has helped me survive with so many boxes. So I'm still not completed the inner doing of this box. So for this particular box I have made a lid so that you can, it doesn't lock the box, but it looks pretty cute to have this on the top. So that's the idea of this particular box. So lastly, this is a very old box that I had made. So this was all, I think, the first set of boxes that I have made. I think this was the first one that gave me the confidence. So this was a gift wrapper which we generally throw away, and then I took the box and I made a beautiful holder for my brush pen set, and believe me, it serves the purpose greatly. So similarly, I have this lid also for this box too. And I have made this beautiful Krishna photo frame, which can be a dual, a lid as well as something like you can keep this. So for this, I had this photo. I got it out of the tulip and turtle painting set that I have, and I have used some white gel pens to make this Warli kind of a feeling. I basically wanted to make a Warli art here, but it kind of didn't happen at the right time. So lastly, this is a photo frame that I have made. Uh, I had my Gurudev's photo with me and some bit of glitter sheets. So these glitter sheets are actually something that you can stick, and I had the OHP sheet that you can see, the plastic. Uh, I used them to make this beautiful piece of art, uh, and I can just simply keep it this way. So I hope you enjoyed this small. Oh yeah, there's something more interesting. That's my favorite. You can see this pen that I have made. So this is basically a dip pen, which means you dip in the ink and you write along with this. So for this, I plucked one of this peacock feathers, which Krishna likes the most. I stuck them here with the glue gun, and I put some stones, made it more ethnic in nature. So basically, I can just dip it in the ink, and I do Guru Mantra chanting with this. So this one is also my favorite piece of art. I hope you liked this short video of all the makeovers that I have done to these simple throwaway boxes. Of course, I might not have made a lot, but I thoroughly enjoyed every moment of this, every moment of making this, and they were quite helpful because buying so many containers versus recycling what I already have, I definitely felt that it did give me a lot of courage to take this kind of a plunge and make sure that I be an example for someone to do something creative with what is already there with them versus just trusting and buying things out of nowhere.